Before you embark on this part of the testimony, 7 Years in Hell, be sure to look up the previous parts to understand fully the powerful and supernatural journey. Trap Music by T.I. featuring Mac Boney. In this song, T is telling us what secular music, and more specifically trap music, is all about. He tells his audience all over the world that this is a trap. Most of the secular artists think they know exactly what they're doing. It is like somebody giving you food that is poisoned and telling you that the food is poisoned, but you still eat it. I was trapped by music and stayed in hell for 7 years. Trap music in America is destroying young people. Trapping is selling drugs like cocaine, marijuana, heroin, etc. When rappers who make music about selling drugs are promoted all over the media and are seen making millions of dollars, they influence those who look up to them as men. As a result, an entirely new generation of young people start selling drugs and living the life they see in their favorite celebrity. As they live this life, they find themselves in prison or dead. Satan uses these celebrities to advertise lifestyles which will destroy the lives of their fans. The fans of secular celebrities have no idea they are like cows being set up for slaughter. Meanwhile, the corporations which give these celebrities multi-million-dollar record deals also own shares in the private prisons where they make profits from every prisoner who gets thrown into prison. The trapping lifestyle is exactly what it says it is. A trap. Fans who sell drugs get caught and get thrown into prison for the rest of their lives. Meanwhile, the corrections corporations take in huge profits at the expense of unsuspecting fans who thought this lifestyle is the only way out of poverty. I was destined to be a big secular artist in Uganda. Thank God for Jesus. I'm free now. In the last 7 lines of the song, he asks, want to know a little more about rap? First rule, this is real. It ain't just a record deal, it's a trap. These artists signed record deals worth millions of dollars, and everybody wishes they were the ones who got the deal. But they don't know the trap of hell they had fallen into. Secular music is a trap from hell by the devil, and these enslaved souls who fall prey are the fans. Yet the same fans worship the celebrities as superstars. This promotes idolatry. Idolatry is a powerful open door for demonic possession. Disturbia by Rihanna, clearly a disturbing song. Jesus says in John chapter 10 verse 1 that he who enters not by the door into the sheepfold but climbs up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber. Jesus is talking about Satan. The devil does not tell you. By playing this music, you are giving him legal entry into your house. Rana says here in verse 4 that it's a thief in the night to come and grab you. It can creep up inside you and consume you. A disease of the mind. It can control you. It's too close for comfort. Why is she saying it's too close for comfort? It is because you have invited a thief into your life. And this thief is an evil spirit which you cannot see with your physical eyes, and yet it is very much present. You have invited this thief into your house or your car through this music. Like Jesus said in John 10:10, the thief comes not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I have come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. This thief can creep up behind you and consume you and infect your brain and blind your mind to correct spiritual judgment. She says she is not going to play nice. She wants you to watch out. You just might go under. In other words, you might go 6 feet under the ground. She wants you to watch out. Think twice, otherwise she has the power through her music to corrupt your train of thought by altering it. Secular music has the power to totally corrupt one's mind. X is Coming by DMX is another wicked song. Who is this X coming against you? We now have this X generation. X robs you of your marriage, and now you have an ex-husband or ex-wife, X this and X that. Children as well as grown men spend hours on Xbox, etc. The lyrics in this song are self-explanatory. I don't have to break them down further. It's a matter of making the right choices in your life. When Jesus refers to the devil as a thief in John 10:10, he says that he comes to steal, kill, and destroy. It should be clear by now that the purpose of this music is to program your life for destruction and hell. Only a fool would choose to ignore these in your face facts and just decide to continue exposing themselves to this kind of destructive content. The primary purpose of getting people to listen to this kind of music is to invoke curses upon the listeners and upon their families. These curses could not have been invoked directly by witches, because there are legalities whereby the individuals have not opened the door legally for demonic attacks. However, if an individual is playing this music in their house, he has legally opened the door to invite demon spirits into the home that will impose the curses associated with the various satanic personalities they have knowingly or unknowingly invited into the home. Mankind must understand that whether they know it or not, life is spiritual, and the music they listen to is inviting either one spirit or the other into their lives. These artists get their power from another world. This other world I'm referring to is the Marine Kingdom. This area of Satan's kingdom operates outside of the knowledge of most of Christianity. Most pastors, especially in the West, have no idea that the Marine Kingdom even exists. It has dominion over the social, political, and economic spectrums of human discourse. Celebrities, politicians, and those in power get their power from this kingdom, whether they are consciously aware of it or not, if they have sold their souls or compromised their integrity to get money, power, or fame. Just like the Ugandan artist Red Banton says in the song Balogo, which means witch, secular artists get their power from underwater, meaning the Marine Kingdom. Just like I said in my testimony, we went under the water with my captors, and I found myself in another world where Lucifer lives and where Chameleon and other international superstars get their power. People think they know, but they don't know that. In the music industry, Satan uses music to put curses on people. He could not just curse otherwise. I talk of how I used to roll on the rolling mountain while stones were cutting my flesh. This loaded me with demons. No normal person would know what was going on in my spiritual life if I had not revealed it after my deliverance. People were only going to see this talented, seemingly successful young artist and admire me with no idea of the demons I was filled with and utilizing every day. Sympathy for the devil. In this song, the devil is using a human vessel to express himself as he so often does. He's telling people what he has done and what he is ready to do to them. The song does not need much interpretation. A guy introduces himself as a man of wealth and taste and has been around for a long, long time. And I stole many a man's soul to waste. In Luke 4:5-7, this man of wealth took Jesus on a high mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the world in a moment of time, and told him, "All this will I give unto you, and the glory of them, for it has been delivered unto me, and to whomsoever I will I give it." And the devil put a condition for giving Jesus all of this power and glory. In verse 7, "If you therefore will worship me, all shall be yours." He wanted to take Jesus' soul using this world's wealth and cause Jesus to worship him instead of God. Man was created to worship God, but the devil has caused many through wealth and glory to worship him. If you look at the money and fame which these secular world musicians have, it is little wonder that they have sold their souls to the devil and become devil worshippers. Remember, in the above scripture he says all these kingdoms of the world and their glory have been delivered to him, and he gives it to whomsoever he will, if they can only worship him. He clearly says he was around when Jesus Christ had a moment of doubt and pain, and he inspired Pilate to seal Jesus' fate. This happened over 2,000 years ago. These musicians were not born at that time, but the one they worship, who uses them, has always been around. He says, what confuses you is the nature of his game. For instance, he's stuck around St. Petersburg and used the Tsar King of Russia to bring all the suffering he brought his people. When he saw it was time for 100 change, he left the Tsar to suffer. He actually killed him and his ministers. He watched Anastasia scream in pain. This happened on the 17th of July 1918. He simply changed sides and used the revolutionaries to fight the Tsar forces, causing multitudes to die in that war, as he rode in a tank holding a general's rank. In other words, he was inside the man with the rank of general and used him to kill lots of Russians, just like he used Gaddafi and other leaders to kill their own people. But when he saw the time of change, he used the revolutionaries and government forces to kill each other and civilians, and eventually killed Colonel Gaddafi, the self-styled King of Kings. He watched with glee as our kings and queens fought for 10 decades, 100 years. This Rolling Stones band was not around when all of these events took place, and yet they sing about these events in first person as if they were there. The lyrics clearly are not their own personal storylines from their own lives. This storyline is Satan's. There are many hit records with satanic storylines which have made the Billboard Top 100 in the US. In fact, most of the hits are really songs echoed from the underworld. If you are loving this video, please hit both that subscribe and like button to help this message to spread far and wide. Check out the rest of the playlist 7 Years in Hell here on this YouTube channel. Thank you for supporting the Wake Up channel. God bless you.